Oh, hello everyone. Welcome. Apologies for being slightly late. I mean, it's bloomin' warm, innit? Really? I mean, I was going to send a message to everyone's phone, but thankfully the government got there before me. So that was very kind of them to basically shit everyone up a tree, going, it's a nuclear war. Oh, wait, no, what we mean is don't have a barbecue outside. And like, just bring it down a notch. Do you know what I mean? So not absolutely panic stations, but panic stations enough. Welcome one and all. I think the weather's getting to me. I think I've gone delirious already. My shirt's all creased, but do you know what? It's literally just wear something that I'm not sweating through. Because honestly, it's just too much. It's too much for me. Do you know what, George, over on YouTube? It's too much. Thank you for the props for the Sao Paulo shirt, though. Thank you very much indeed. I do like this one. I do like a St. Pauli shirt. What have we got then? We've got a roundup for Lulu Booster. We'll give you a roundup, Lulu Booster. We obviously, I mean, well, we weren't doing very well at Darlington. I don't know if anyone had picked up on that. Darlington wasn't going well at all. 12 seasons worth of nothing led us to going, do you know what? Should we just sack this off? And then obviously the World Cup had happened, so we thought, well, let's do a build a nation with Scotland, try and, do things that Scotland have never done before, like, get into the second round of a competition. We did that. Oh, hang on, there we go. Let's just turn that back on. We did that. We actually got out of the World Cup. We started the save at the World Cup. We got out of the group stages, into the knockout stages, got beat. So we then played season 1, technically season 2 in game as Aberdeen, because, hatred. Qualified for Europe, which was good. Just about somehow scraping on the last day of the season. Season 2, 3. We had a big rebuild, and I mean, it's been a bit messy, really. It's got to the point where we're having to play a 4-2-3-1 now. But it's January transfer window, so we might buy some more players. Plus, we've got some cards to open up as well for resubs. We also have in here, because there's only 2 single packs left there. So we picked up one of these. We picked up a this actually worked out reasonably cheap as well in comparison what we got. So there's 4 packs in here, plus there's also some pink voltage based parallels, 2 on fires, and possibly an autograph in here as well. So fingers crossed we can hunt an autograph tonight. That's what we're hoping for, right? Okay, so if we open up this, we're hunting an autograph. So subs, primes, that gets us in here, okay? That's the plan. So yeah, that's the catch-up, everyone. That's basically where we are. Shall we get into it? Let's have a look, shall we? I haven't got an autograph yet, Chris. I must admit I don't have an autograph yet. But Youngest Jameson, I believe, did pull the Stars of the Premier League Granit Xhaka for me today. So I'm very happy with that. Friendly Ghost straight in. There we go. And Lulu Booster as well. Let's jump back. Let's jump back to where we go. Should we go hard? Should we break into this, or should we do the singles first? Always go hard. Always go hard. Never go soft. Right. I think Ghost's right. Let's get the singles done, and then that can be the thing for during the stream. Right. Here we go then. Okay. I like Friendly Ghost. So let's see what we got. We will go straight to packs. Exactly. We don't need Football Manager around here, do we? We've got Kaya Furo. We have new Chelsea signing, Danny Welbeck. We have possible Arsenal departee, Miles Lewis Skelly coming in. We have new Arsenal signing, Bruno Guimaraes, cheerer of all throw-ins. Jean-Philippe Mateta of Crystal Palace. We have Pascal Struijk of Leeds. And we have, okay, we got some decent ones here. Let's go for Star of the Premier League, Justin Cliver. We all know star of the Premier League, Justin Cliver, don't we? So Justin Cliver is in Stars of the Premier League. We also have Beast Mode, Donnarumma. Nice pull. Very nice pull. And Premier League Chrome Classics, Gabiag Bonlaho, now TalkSport commentator. Gabiag Bonlaho, Chrome Classic. That, do you know what? For the first pack of the night, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Yes, Key. How are we? Welcome down. Welcome in. If you put him down, that was good until you said the name. I mean, I did try. Welcome in, Kitty. How are we? Hope you're well. This, of course, is pack 1. Pack 2. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. Chris is gifting out. Chris wants the tin opened. Right. I'm also going to start listing swaps on Vinted as well. So just there's a heads up for anyone who's collecting and needs some more swaps. So, or needs to get into the what are we going to call it? Are we going to call it a hobby? Are we going to call it an addiction? That's what I do. We'll call it into the cult. We have F from Mason Clark, rookie card. I think that's a swap already. Future Stars, lad from Bournemouth. That is a swap on that one. Conor Gallagher off of Tottenham. Quite good. Cult is a great word for it. I mean, we are a bunch of cults, really, aren't we? Bobby Thomas of Coventry, rookie card. I call it a future podcast. I call it a now podcast. Nico Williams, Nottingham Forest. That, again, will also be in the swap pile. A cheeky Tammy Abraham. That ends up in the swap pile also. What have we got? We've got Justin Devaney from Crystal Palace. He's a keeper. He's not a keeper, he's a midfielder, I think. I don't know. We have Stars of the Premier League. Kobe Mainu. Substitutes of the Premier League, more like. Kobe Mainu. We have Beast Mode, Morgan Gibbs White. That one. And then this one. Right. Someone confirm to me what these cards are, because we now have... Oh, lovely Ahmad. Lovely Ahmad. Oh, never fall in love with a lone player, they say. I had to fall in love with him. He was just too good. Good old Ahmad. Loves Sunderland, that boy does. One trick pony card. What is the purple and blue on the border? What's the actual name for it? Because I've got a few of those, and I've got a few of the normal ones as well. So, decent pulls tonight, everyone. Thank you very much. And, of course, Chris has already cracked open the box. So, the box is open. So, we've got... This will be content as well, by the way. So, we are opening Mega Tin 1. Mega Tins. 40 cards. 2 pink voltage base parallels. 2 on fire inserts. And an autograph parallel potentially in here. So, we're going to chase an autograph. 4 packs to try and find an autograph. Okay. Not had an autograph just yet. Tin. Packs. Let's go with this one first. EJ's gone Ron Seal. You better believe it. Right, so Chrome card first of all. Have we got anything in here? We've got Brandon Thomas Sante of Coventry. We have Jack Hinchelwood. We have Ryan Gravenberch. Lucas Bergval. Victor Torp. James Tarkovsky. Start the car, Boubacar Kamara. Brennan Johnson, who's obviously just moved to Everton. Stars of the Premier League, Yuri Tielemans, who now plays for Man U. And Beast Mode, Junior Croupy. So no autograph in that pack, but we have 3 more packs to search through. Fingers crossed. Let's see what the rest of the stream brings, shall we? Let's jump back to the old FM for just a little while, we hope, and then we'll be back. Is this just the Villa packs? Honestly, Ghost, sometimes it feels like that. I feel like I go through periods. I felt like I had loads of Liverpool cards, but I've been trying to sort of like mark them off on the spreadsheet so I know what I've got. If John McGinn turns up, I'm leaving the stream. Well, we're not going to have John McGinn. I've already got John McGinn in the folder, actually, so we don't need to worry about John McGinn. Because we've got John McGinn, and Robbo out on the wing. So let's find out what's wrong with Katie then. What's happened, Katie? Why have you gone off to A&E? Presumably not for snacks or parking. What's gone down? For those of you who've just joined into to Aberdeen in the last few weeks, Aberdeen mid-table. We were bottom of the league at one point last week. And then we won a game and jumped all the way up to 6th. So slight panic, and then panic averted slightly. Not A&E, just the doctors. Oh, okay, that's good. As long as it wasn't too bad, then. Is it bad? I'm not sure. Blood pressure mostly got stern telling off. Oh, do you know what? Doctors are fucking. Like, do you know what? They sit there and they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, do this, do that. And then you see them smoking around the back, and you're like, hang on, like, it's not quite the same, is it? And they're normally, you know, large as well, or like sort of they're just, you know, rotund. And I'm like, hang on, there's a lot here. Doctors are twats, not as bad as dentists. Dentists are the worst, right? But I think, I don't know. Doctors, I think sometimes doctors are just a bit like rah. Dentists are condescending, aren't they? They're like, oh, it's £60 for us to brush your teeth, thank you. It's a valid criticism. Don't agree with them, Kay. That's the problem. It's when people start to agree, that's when they start to go, oh yeah, and then they have more reason to do it. Whether it's true or not, don't say it out in public. You know what I mean? Like, if I only spoke in truth around here, then stream would be dreadful. I had to go to a private hospital the other day to meet the surgeon who's looking at my knee. How the other half live, I had to give him my credit card details just in case there were other charges. I mean, that can't be right, can it? You know what I mean? I've got to go private for my calf as well, but thankfully that's just for the consultation. And then I'll be back to trusty old NHS, and in about 6 years I'll be seen when I've grown another leg. Never admit fault. Never. Even if it's blatantly obvious, just deny all knowledge of it. Just lie. Pretend you can't speak the language if you have to. Remember this doctor who said it might be your asthma? I mean, what was the Dr. Jurgen Klopp, by any chance? I might go private for healthcare. You never know. It's saying like 6 weeks for bloods. 6 weeks? Do you know what, Katie? I'll do your bloods in 2 weeks for you. And the results might not be accurate, but I'll get you something back in 2 weeks. How does that sound for you? I'll do it for half the price as well. No, TJ. Welcome to TJ's Football Manager stream and blood doping station. Sorry, not blood doping station. Blood taking facility. Blood donation van. Even suspect, how are you, pal? Welcome in, Esto, by the way, as well, over on YouTube. God, we've gone Friday already, haven't we? That was the stream. Our TJ set up a mobile blood clinic. And it will be mobile because it will be much easier if you come to me rather than me travelling to you. Because I think at that point, I'm out of pocket. No. This is how I know TJ has matured. He would have added the amateur gynecologist line in his 20s. Do not get a blood test done by a former stand-up comedian. Oh yeah, get it done by a current stand-up comedian. I'll have you know, Paul Sinner was a doctor. He could probably do a blood test. My cat's dead. What do I do? Well, it's not about what you do, Katie. It's about what you can't do. 6 weeks for a 60-second visit. That's what she said. Be right back. He's off to resuscitate the cat. Or to bury the evidence. I didn't do it. Could be worse. You could write a 6-part comedy series on Netflix about the alley cats. Could do, yeah. I bet he was rewarded handsomely for that, though. I haven't watched it. I have no interest. I'm sure those who like it love it, and those who don't. So sounds like Chris watched it, so I don't have to. Vilakazi picks the ball up after Big Ross Stewart wins the header. Rego. Calvin Ramsey. Watson. Ross Stewart. Using that turn of no pace. Pulls it back. Joof! TJ could have shot onto a piece of paper and sent it in. It would have been funnier. I mean, that is... Do you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. That is praise. You know, I've had worse reviews. Good cross back from Ross Stewart. Joof is there to tap in. Oh, here we go. Corner. Will Ferry. Whips the ball in. A15, by the way, welcome in. Angulo. I thought that was going in. Keeper's wearing leggings. We've got to score past him. Noosed at the Ferry. Angulo. Ramsey. Watson. I think it was a volley off the underside of the bar, wasn't it? Rego. Ferry. Oh, Ferry overtouches that. Come on. Oh, well blocked. Well blocked, Vilakazi. Watson. Joof. Vilakazi can't quite squeeze the ball through. Yeah, Bain looks like he's come straight from pure Jim Falkirk. Watson. Angulo. Ross Stewart's through. Good save by the keeper. Please, Tony. FM26. Mr. J's morally good adventure. What are we going to do for 27? Are we going to do another Build a Nation, do you reckon? I mean, we're running this till January, I suppose. And then after that, who knows? Risk taker, I see what you mean about Aberdeen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're shite, aren't they? They're absolute shite. It's a club that actually wants you to hate it, I think. Oh, great ball. Vilakazi picks it up. What a cross that is. Big Ross Stewart at the back post. We're going to do 15 seasons at an equally shite Vanarama North team. I mean, Hebben have just made their debut, so it could be them. Evening, Jason. How are you? Calispira, my friend. Dan's brought cans. I've brought cans as well. This stream is sponsored by beer. Not smashed by Hearts and then beat Celtic. It's what happens. There's no rhyme or reason to it, and consistency is borderline impossible. Part of that is my fault, I think. Oh, Ross Stewart's through. He's through. Oh, he's missed. Coming to Norway, the squad rules are ridiculous and wonderful. Do you know what? I think squad, like Norway was mentioned, wasn't it? And Sweden was mentioned. Scandinavia's always a thing. And I think that maybe we do go back to OBK. Because they're in the second division, aren't they? So we could go there and start properly building. And then by the time we got to the top, then Mr. Haaland will probably have vanished. Rick Starr's in on the follow. Appreciate that. There's a lack of experience in the team. Yeah, that is true. I mean, 2037 just made the Elite Series in this season. Where did you start, Ghost? We could do Iceland. Tony Jameson's Scun. Could do, actually. Finland, maybe. I mean, Norway is the prime candidate, isn't it? He started at Cadiz, then left to go to Tromsdalen in the 4th division. Oh, good ball. There's Juve. Build a Nation. Finland is good. Yeah, Finland could be quite interesting because they're really struggling. Never made a World Cup. No. I mean, what I think we've learned is we don't need the challenge to be too difficult. Build a Nation. Brazil. Build a Nation. England. I think I'd even struggle with that. Build a Nation. Italy. Get Sampdoria back up to the top. Can't be England, you said, not too difficult. Yeah, I've heard the Premier League's meant to be quite easy, though. Or at least, like, you know, that England seems to have the most teams in the was it the, that's what I'm looking for. Coefficients. I'm on the verge of qualifying for the World Cup for the first time as Moldova manager. Winner takes all against Denmark in the final game. Right, get it up on screen. I think we have to see that, don't we? You'll never win a World Cup. More chance with Norway. That's true. I think we'd all prefer that as well, wouldn't we? We'd all prefer a World Cup with Norway. This is two Embrace songs already tonight. If Iceland build a nation and become successful, you'll say that's why TJ's going to Iceland. That could work. TJ managing Robocop Haaland. Give me some of that. Barton says no because the stupid rowing thing all the kids do now. Oh, I mean, look, I don't think that's the reason that everyone hates it, right? Yeah, we had Maggio was unhappy about it. He was bleating on about that. Then it turned out to be quite popular, and he was like, "Oh, okay, fine. Everyone else is doing it now. I'll accept it." I was like, "No, you need to double down. If you don't like it, you got to double down on it. You can't just like give in." You know, Amiel Diego, how are you, buddy? Oh, look at that. Emiliano Lawrence is already wanting to move out of Troyes. Oh, I know what we said we were going to do. We were going to get the lad in from Villa, weren't we? Wilson. Rory Wilson. There we go. That's the fella. See if we can do it on the cheap without any wages. Get Denise Van Houten to decide she'll kill off all the competition. It's not a bad shout, actually. Ben Broggio. Broggio? Really? Roy Kent is better than Roy. It's not as good as Roy Wilson. Where's the other lad? That Maggio doesn't look. He doesn't look the beast, does he? So yeah, let's see. We've got some hopefully some loan signings in January. If we can get some players out the door as well. A couple of players have played themselves back into contention, like Jeremiah James as well. We need more info for Maggio. I like what I see at the minute. I mean, apparently in real life he's meant to be good. He scored against PSG, didn't he, the other day? So he might be decent in the future. We don't know. So we'll see if we can get Keskinen out the door. We might have to use the old transfer room thing and be like, right, look, who wants certain positions and can we then get those players off to them? Because we talked about this on the podcast, by the way, and trying to work out like how the Builder Nation is going to work for us, because obviously we need to try and get not just ourselves, not just before ourselves getting into Europe. We've also got to make sure that that Scotland is building up as we go through. So we need everyone else to get good as well. So maybe in a couple of years we have to try and sort of start targeting players to go to other clubs. Not in a loan form though, but we'll have to try and like do it free transfers or like 100 grand signings or something. Xander McAllister's out injured. Great. Couple of question marks still with one or two players, I think, as well. Players like Shamfi. Is he going to go out on loan, maybe? What are we going to do with players like Jack Milne, who sort of is still there or thereabouts? Calvin Ramsey wants first team football. Problem is he's really injury prone. Reece Williams. What do we do with him? Do we move him out? Possibly. Jay, appreciate the follow. We could maybe get rid of Reece Williams actually. We've already made trying to get Rob McCrory out of there. Do we bring Angus Gunn in on a free transfer? So we've got another Scottish goalkeeper. I think he's retiring at the end of the season, so or do we just bring one of our young kids through? Let's put a right. You have £1 million if we win the Premier. If we win the league. And then optional future fee. Like what? 20 million quid? How's Jack Milne done? Fine. Fine. The fact that we've ended up replacing him is probably indicative of where he's at. But I'm not sure whether that's fully his fault or not. Where's Robbie Orr? When's his contract out? A couple of years? Right, okay. Well, we can't buy him just yet anyway. So, if it isn't Mr. Aberdeen, I know. Did you get the emergency alert on your phone? I did. Shat me up a treat, Friendly Ghost. Wasn't anything friendly about that, was there? Panic, 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 everyone. I'm like, what the hell's going on? They're like, don't start a fire. And I was like, I wasn't planning on it. Bunch of mad bastards, you know? I was so shocked I dropped my fireworks and might have been disposable barbecue. Yeah, exactly. How I got signal in the middle of the woods, I've got no idea. Like, you know what? Hold that up. Right? If you need to send messages like that, do it when there's a nuclear bomb going off. Like, or when we're genuinely in danger. Don't be like, right, just to let you know, everyone, there's a lot of fires going on at the minute. Don't start any more fires. Yeah? Reminder, our tax money funded that today. I think it's just pressing a button though, Matt. Like, I don't think, like, I imagine the government is on a decent enough phone tariff that they don't have to do like 10 pence a message. Like, I reckon that's probably free. Like, Farage would have charged us $2.99, absolutely, yeah, and then goes to like opt out of it. I bet it's a premium 50 pence a message. Company's owned by someone's wife. It did make sense to do it, Chris, but maybe after the third heat wave would have been a good idea. I mean, we've had two massive fires in York after the first heat wave, and that was like a couple of months back. And then yesterday there was always someone on the news where like a house on fire, and it's like, okay, that's getting a bit close now, but I'm not sure that was partly down to a small barbecue. Very, very, very briefly, we all thought nuclear war had started. Oh, yeah. You must just be allowing Scotland to burn. Did you not get a message, Katie? All right, don't tell Katie what the message said then. It's because of the fires in Stourbridge. Yeah, exactly. Like, fires up here, nout. Fires in the Midlands, down south, fires, oh, newsworthy. Union of Equals. Scotland have got them on block, that's why. Right, hang on 2 seconds. Let me just check who's up and about. Mrs. J's back home. What can we do against to change things up against St Mirren? Villacasi's not having a great match, is he? Let's swap him. Let's put Juve out wide. Let's bring Bassi in. I've done the wrong, haven't I? Oh. Oh, no, it's fine. Right. Villacasi for Bassi. Bassi goes out right. Angulo can go on the left. And then James can come out for Graham. And there you go. Ramsey's knackered, so let's replace him before he injures himself, no doubt. I would say don't start any fires, but TJ's quote suits me also. We did. They should have done. We didn't start the fire. And you can avoid starting fires as well by not having barbecues on infields when it's really, really hot. Warning, warning, warning. That's what they need to do. Jason says, do we sign the Scottish goalkeeper or do we wait a few seasons until the game generates a few good Scottish goalkeepers? Reasonable question. We've got a decent one in our youth system as well. That's the thing as well, Jason. So maybe we don't even need to sign one. Maybe we need to actually just use what we've got. You don't need a goalkeeper. We've got a goalkeeper at home. Bassi. Oh, what a goal. What a goal that is. Little turn. Bottom corner. Get in. Great strike. Can we have that for next time someone greenlights a Ricky Gervais comedy? I think they've already got it in case there's Mrs. Brown's boys come back to her as well. So Graham in. Bassi, one touch. What about that? What a lovely finish. Corners right in. Nodded out. Bassi. Jensen. Oh, decent hit. So what's everyone's weekend plans then? What are we up to? Are we off to watch football? Are we staying indoors? We're not having barbecues, obviously, in the woods. Not allowed anymore now. Working. Sorry to hear that, Chris. Sorry to hear that. 8 till 6 on a Sunday. I caught a Bo Selector the other day. It's the worst. Bo Selector has aged terribly. Terribly. I don't think they were allowed to make it back when they did, but they certainly wouldn't be able to make it now. Oh, speaking of things that you're not allowed to make anymore, here's a plug. How about you come and join us on Patreon? Because, and the reason I say this is, we mentioned on the podcast a couple of weeks ago is we mentioned about Room 101 when we had Ank and Alice on, and apparently Room 101 doesn't travel and translate fully, to lands that aren't in the UK. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. Probably didn't consider that fully, but here we are. Patreon this week, last week I should say, really. Simaggio decided to challenge myself and Second Yellow Card to explain game shows where he knew the titles and we didn't know the content of the show. So he gave us the titles, and myself and Second Yellow Card had to describe what we thought the shows were. And as you can see, it has to be put behind a paywall because Matt and I may have gone silly. Matt and I may have gone a little bit silly. And it is very, 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 very funny. So I would suggest, if you haven't already signed up for a free trial for the Patreon, go and do it, because it is class. Absolutely class. JP, how much credit are we giving Gervais Merchant? Percentage-wise, Merchant stock is rising with every Gervais's new show or stand-up. I don't know. Like, it's difficult to tell how much everyone did. So, not sure. But that's like saying, that, how much, you can't really sort of like give any of the, any credit to, members of bands who leave, or, players that move on, or managers that change. Jason, invite out for burgers Sunday. You're not allowed to, Jason. Everyone has to stay indoors. Well, in Cyprus, maybe slightly different, but over here, you're not allowed outside. Chris, I'm off to listen to it back in an hour. Yeah, do it, honestly. Let me know what you think. There is some, quite frankly, ridiculous things in it. Can't give you any more. 2 million for winning the league. £30 million optional fee. That's fine. We're not paying it. Seb Stacey, goalkeeper from the MK Dons. Is he remotely Scottish? No, English only. Alex Gogic. Evening 33, how are we, pal? Welcome to see you. All is well in the TJ camp. It's a bit warm. I must admit. I should say as well that I think it was Youngest Jameson unpacked the and I can't remember where he's put it, but he unpacked the Premier League stars of the Premier League, Granit Xhaka, for me tonight. So I was well happy with that. And we're nudging on, we're on the hunt for an autograph card. So that's the exciting bit this evening. Can we get an autograph card from a tin? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Stars of the Premier League, big Granite. That's what we're talking about. Right. What was the? Did anyone tell me? Rugio 33. Maybe you might know. What is the blue and purple background for? What's it called? What's its official name? I don't know what its official name is. And also, what's the black cards? Because there's a blackout card as well, isn't there? Like, No, it's the same. Yeah, and you get like sort of the black version as well. I don't know what they are. Not sure what they are. Anyone got any ideas? Let me know. The He Dead card. Yeah, because I need to because I want to get the swaps all uh put up on Vinted. They're the parallels, right? Because they're not because they're not to be mistaken with the coloured parallels, which obviously you can get in the boxes. And you got the numbered parallels, which are different again, aren't they? Still not getting this deal for Wilson, are we not? I haven't got 18 grand, so right, it's not happening. He's not coming. Ricky J. Jones can come instead. Big screen for the cards. Oh yeah. Big screen, absolutely. Well, I only just popped them on just for a quick comparison because I had the two cards on there. We just showed them up there, so. It's a sheet in the star pack with Return to the Parallel Universe at the top, which shows the names of them all. Right, okay, so they're separate ones then, isn't it? You call it Laidlaw on the shortlist. Yeah, Ethan Laidlaw from St Mirren. Now, the thing is when we've got players on the shortlist. Oh, hang on. OBS has crashed. I'll be back in a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Thank you, everyone. Apologies. Slight issue there where OBS decided it was just going to die for a bit, which is a bit uncharacteristic and a bit unexpected. Unexpected, I think. But we're back now. We are back. Ethan Laidlaw, that's a good spot, Jason, there. Scottish striker. Out of contract at the end of the season. Got to wait for his wage demands to come down a little bit, I think, before we do anything there. So let's keep our eyes on that. Yeah. Let's see how we go on. We're now into January 2028. We have a Euros to look forward to because we qualified for the Euros, remember? 16 grand to pay off Robbie McCrory. Katie, you'll know more than me. Do we pay off Robbie McCrory to get rid of him off the books? To get him to go for Dunfermline? And we have the money. Oh, let's just do it. He can go. He can go. Right, and we're off to play the Rangers next. He is a bit crap. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've also noticed that that Big Ross Stewart is pretty important to me. The other record is the good one. The right back, that's the fella. I've bought the wrong one, haven't I? Let's put Big Ross in there. Again, Dan Neal wants to play a bit more, which is good, but Rego's obviously doing all right at the moment. Who else wants to play? Well, everyone really. But we're 5 games unbeaten now, so can't be changing too much. That's good. Yeah, there's another goalkeeper on the shortlist there. Good. I like that. Nisbet's now telling me it's not great. Okay, look, I understand it, Nisbet, right? I mean, I don't know what he's wanting, you know. Actually, I know exactly what he's wanting. He's wanting game time. But can we make that happen? I don't really know. I don't know. Bassi for Villakazi, maybe. I mean, you know. Excuse me. I mean, Bassi did score in the last match, but I think Villakazi and Juve are just starting to find their feet a little bit now. They've taken a bit of time to settle in. You know, Juve, Villakazi, Angulo as well. We've got like a completely new front line, really. All coming in from, you know, different, probably fair to say, different climates than Aberdeen. Yeah. So Khalil Ayari is still someone we like the look of. Tunisian player who hasn't really played at PSG, but do we need another wide player just yet? Is downloading a tactic a bit sad? Oh, 100%. 100%, Ethan. Like, I'll go as far as saying it is one of the most pathetic things you can do. It's worse than what I've just done, which is just using a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. Also, as well, managing Liverpool or Man City or Real Madrid. But you know what? Look, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Like, no one should tell you how to play the game or tell you what is right and what is wrong. I'll give you my opinion on what I think, but it shouldn't influence your decision one iota. You know, because it's not me playing your game. At the end of the day, you know, you play however you want to do. In fairness, there's probably been some saves where I think our viewers have been going, TJ, could you not just download something and like fix this quickly? And I've sat there going, nope, I am doing it my way. When I was a kid, I used to put on sports games with CPU versus CPU. It's fun to watch. Back when we were kids, the people used to play against themselves. Like, literally, they'd take another team and they'd just sell players to themselves for cheap, for expensive, buy players back from themselves for cheap, and that's how they played. Of course, it's cheating, but they were having fun with their game. Right, Juve's starting to make a bit of progress. Manager of the month, look at that. You know what? I'm happy to clip that because we don't normally get such prestigious events in Aberdeen, do we? Even Britt, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Yeah, manager of the month at Aberdeen. That's right. I'm not, and I don't even think my job's under threat at the minute. Not that it has been yet, as well. That's what's weird, right? Stable, still stable, unlike the manager. Also, the talk of the takeover's gone quiet, hasn't it? January's trials time, the good one, not the Salem ones. Amara Diouf should be earning us £15 million easily. He could well get sold, couldn't he? Spain want a friendly? Let's have a friendly against Spain. On your knees, everyone's better than God. Or something's gone terribly wrong. Wolves lost their opening game in the Championship. I mean, it's not, is that a surprise? I don't think it is it, to be honest? Surprised I'd forgotten that Championship started tonight. That's the big surprise. Yeah, we're off to the York game tomorrow. York City tomorrow. Oh, hang on. There's a bit of a discrepancy about the result here. Did they lose? Did they draw? Last minute penalty for Wolves. Banbury versus Real Bedford tonight. Nice. If the money is right, we're eager to listen. Oh, absolutely. Look, if someone comes in with a bid for Juve, then absolutely. Like, he's got a buyout clause. £11 million. Villa Cars, he's got one as well. He's £8 million. I think Angulo's got one. Like, all these players have got buyout clauses, but £11 million for Angulo as well. But no one's looking at them just yet. But see what happens from there, innit? Blake, hi TJ, assuming you don't get sacked, there's no danger of me being sacked yet at this moment in time. Is your plan to build up the squad facilities and then say 5 seasons, switch from the mid-league or relegation club and repeat? Good question. That genuinely, the second part of that is a good question, because probably, I think it depends, because we've got quite a difficult task in our hand with the Rangers and Celtic thing. Like, you know, we've obviously got to try and close the gap on them, really. Whether we can overtake them is going to be tough. Like, closing the gap is going to be hard enough. So we've got to work on the assumption that Scotland needs to get better. Now, if we can get Aberdeen in the mix and they're there or thereabouts regularly, and, you know, we can do well in Europe, then yeah. If we get another space in Europe that we're then taking it to 5 spots, 4 spots, 5 spots, then yeah, then we might look at trying to take a 5th team and moving them up, and then start having Aberdeen and Rangers and Celtic battle themselves, and then maybe we go to, you know, Hearts or Hibs or Kilmarnock or St Mirren, something like Motherwell, and bring another team in there. But at the moment, we are 1.5 active seasons in. The save's not really going to take shape till about 5 or 6 seasons in, really. So we'll see what happens from there. But at the minute, the fact we've been in Europe is good. The fact that we haven't been sacked yet is borderline incredible. Oh, the fact we haven't taken the lead there is terrible. We should have done that. So yeah, I think there's going to be plenty of twists and turns in this save. And the fact that it is a builder nation means that it does mean that if we end up changing clubs, it's not the end of the world. Ross Stewart, I think, is offside. Oh. Jason, has the board made the facility improvements yet? Don't think so. Jason, no. Maybe we can ask for something and see if that's going to be part of the... Oh, well, actually, we're in the middle of a board takeover, so we can't. Also confused as well, or concerned, sorry, that if a board takeover happens, the transfer window is now open, so it would come at the worst possible time. And who knows whether or not they'd even want to keep us as a manager as well. That's the thing. Would making them the best of the rest be enough of a target? Not sure. I think we need to have them doing decent in Europe. So they could be best of the rest in the league, as long as they were getting to like the quarterfinals of the Europe of the Conference League or Europa League consistently. We'd need the same for Celtic and Rangers. Like they'd need to win something. Like they'd need to win a Conference League or a Europa League. Someone in Scotland needs to do that, and then we have to sort of like see about whether Celtic or Rangers can do something in the Champions League, or whether we can overtake them and then have a go in the Champions League. There's a lot to consider. There's a lot to consider. It would almost be better. I'm just trying to think this out loud, so forgive me if it doesn't make complete sense or it sounds clunky. It would almost be better me winning the league, Rangers and Celtic going into Europe at the battle, like, and see if they can get beyond the groups and, you know, into the quarterfinals, semi-finals, maybe even the final. Winning that, possibly. Do you know what I mean? And then me getting knocked out of the Champions League and me trying to sort of start the Champions League process. That would be better for the save. How did Destinoglu have that and save the head? I've never seen him. It's better than Prime Klinsmann. Look, it's his destiny is where we are so far. So let's tell them that we're happy with them, but don't slack off, team. Don't slack off. And we've been very fortunate so far. Here's Juve. Back to Angulo. As Watson gives it away. Oh dear. It's blocked. Oh, it's just turned away. Well, let's get Dan Neil on. Let's get Rego off as well for McCowan. Your next challenger's in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate the follow. Angulo, Ramsey. Angulo. Dan Neil loses it. Oh dear. Oh, let's put it over the top. Oof. I mean, look, the question I've got here is much higher tempo. Try and slow the tempo down a touch. Do we discourage dribbling? Pass reception. Into feet, I think. Villacazzi's starting a tire, so let's put Bassi on then. Try and see if that works like it did last time. Nisbet, maybe? Maybe bring him on in a bit. Jufe's not having a great game either, to be honest, so could drop Ross Stewart into Jufe's role, play Nisbet a little bit higher. Danilo blocked. Oh. Right, okay. That's... fine. 1-0 is not a terrible result. It does keep us 6th. Look at that. I mean, we're still nearly 30 points behind Rangers at this point as well. So to win the SPL, it's basically like win every single match. And then it comes down to who wins the games between Rangers and Celtic. Go Dan Neil, Ross Stewart turns, goes through, straight at the goalkeeper. Gotta be kidding. So this has been mildly frustrating. It's been a decent performance, I must admit. Watch them come back again. And defensively, we've been pretty good. But it's that goal again, and it's that same goal back at the edge of the area, passed into the bottom corner. Carbon copy of the first goal. I mean, how do you stop that? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two defenders marking each other here. Neil and McCowan, the two midfielders. There's James. Midfielders have just come following. Got themselves in the way. And then, yeah, forgot to move out the way. Well, Ramsey's in. Angulo slips it through. Ross Stewart puts it wide. What would you search to improve on your goalkeeper that seems to succeed most of his goals outside the box other than positioning? Amount of ideas and thoughts. Look, then we're all out of ideas, aren't we, Jason? That's the problem. Yeah, it's a tough one. Like maybe it's defenders who are to blame. I think with that one, the two midfielders were sort of like they ran beyond the defenders, so not really sure why that was. Where would we improve? Everywhere? Centre back, goalkeeper. Yes, we say. Who's I don't know if we'll get a Japanese goalkeeper in, especially if Rangers are looking at him. They've put a bid in. We've decided to go for a trial. He's not even decided to stay in Scotland. What positions do you need to sign? Footballers, please. Good footballers would be class. Defenders are always probably minimising the goalkeeper's vision. Maybe. I mean, look, your guess is as good as mine, is essentially where I'm coming from at this point. Like, it could be loads of things, but it could also just be absolute guesswork. So I suppose that's probably one of the things in it right now. What do we look at then? Do we think who's playing well, who's not? I mean, It's tough, innit? It's tough trying to work out who's not doing well, because none of them are doing well, really. I mean, Nooster's on a 697. He's 29 years old. Could we get a better centre back? I find it hard to get goalkeepers with good attributes to work on in this FM. It's tricky, isn't it? See if they want Ralston, and then see if Motherwell want Ralston. Oh, you can't do it. Can't do two, can you? Motherwell want a striker. Ross Stewart. Big money, isn't it? Try Finley. Finley Marshall. And then Callum Douglas can go out on loan as well, possibly. Stewart's a backup striker I like, bar the Rangers match. I mean, look, same. The only thing I'm thinking of is can he bring us some money in? You know what I mean? Like, is he going to generate some income? And in real life, he's injured most of the time. But is he also the reason that we're starting to do well? Because we're playing him as the target man, essentially. So the ball's going out to him. Edinburgh reserves enjoy a big win over Gretna. There you go. There's the headline. The thing is, we've got Xander. Xander's injured as well. Xander Marshall, I think it is, possibly. He's injured. So we can't exactly get him out on loan. So let's put Finley Marshall out there. Adam Montgomery, where's he come from? Celtic. Alexis Becker. Shortlist him, shall we? Mm-hmm. I think if we keep the squad roughly as it is, maybe. Let's remove him. Take him off the shortlist, I think. Aidan D don't want to go for Ralston. Stennis Muir want to go in for Callum Douglas. That's fine. Bennett Morton, we're going to finalise that. Evening Arsenal, how are you, buddy? Anyone a tad warm? Just a smidge, just a smidge. Who else wanted a right back? Was it Motherwell? Oh, they tried to get. I've already asked them, haven't I? United, Jack Milne. Ian Root, how are you, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great episode of the FM show this week. Thank you very much, Root. Very much appreciated. I can't remember what we talked about. Oh, Glove Island, I think. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's very much on me, that yawn. Did it make you envious of something? What was it made you envious of? Do tell. Two centre backs. Nathan Wood. Right, interesting. Value between 650 grand and 6.6 million. So it's anywhere between those two is fine. Spoke about how youngest Jameson's getting into football. That's what I want from my son. Ah, right, okay. Yes, we did do that, yeah. It has been interesting seeing him do it, to be honest. But I also could do with him not supporting Liverpool. Could really do with that. That's need to get him out of that. Little glory hunting ways. In fairness, it's not been a recent thing. Like, well, it's not been a thing that I expected to happen. Really, he was very very Pokemon based for a while, and not really into football. To be honest, he was very much sort of like, yeah, whatever. Football ambivalent. I think was what I'd say he probably was, and yeah, he's come in recently and he's now started to get the bug. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on. Youngest Jameson gives zero fucks. He's not bothered. Like, he's just like, I'm not fussed in the slightest, So we'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, it's been interesting seeing how he gets on. Let's see if we can get a better result against Dundee. than we could against Rangers. Dundee currently bottom of the league, so we'll see. We'll see if that's even possible. Your son's 8, bit autistic, toilet training. Okay. I mean, look, there's still loads of accessible ways into football. I think sometimes it's just a case of like them finding an avenue that suits them, isn't it? You know, sometimes it could be a little bit overwhelming. Dundee have taken the lead. Great. Man's 13, just signed for his first team. Goalkeeper broke his knuckle. Third training session, has got ADD, blows my mind. He wants to be a goalkeeper. Yeah, I think in that sense, it's tricky, isn't it? Because it's like, how can you keep concentration for 90 minutes? But at the same time, it's probably the best one, isn't it? You know what I mean? Just like, I don't really need to pay attention. Then all of a sudden, like, oh shit, yeah, I'll do something now. And then dive for a bit. And Goulo's gone through. Oh, we've missed it. Joof should have had a tap in. Why Kimieto, you're one of my favourite signs of FM22. I mean, he's someone we've looked at as well, Jason. That's the thing, you know. He's doing us a dirty, isn't he? He's done it again. He's done it again. Right. Who's marking him? It's James. Yeah, James is not having a good game. He is a big boy. But Dundee United, we're bottom of the league. Dundee, sorry, we're bottom of the league. So that's what we need to look at. And now the goalkeeper has picked up strained wrist ligaments from doing what? Picking the ball out of the net? Right. Change of goalkeeper. James is coming off. Or James, depending upon how you want to call him. Great. We do look a different side without Ross Stewart up front, don't we? Ramsey wins it back. Villakazi. Joof. Noonan. Villakazi. There we go. We're going to celebrate it. He's running back to the halfway line. It counts. It definitely counts. There's no way they're going to pull that all the way back. But that's what we wanted to see, isn't it? A little bit of intricate play. I think he is offside as well. He's off. Ooh, we've got one. We've got one in our favour. Evening, Willie B. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. Hope you're well. All good here, thank you. Hope you're well too. Yeah, I think we've got away with one there. Oof. That should have been 3-1. Maybe it's time for Joof to come off. McCowan's free kick. Floats it in. No one's near it though. Wonder whether we go 4-4-2 or 4-2-4, I should say. Sorry. Get another striker on. Let's do it. Let's go positive as well. Oh, bit of a mix-up defensive there. He's not looking very happy, is he? At fullback. I haven't got a left back on the bench. Great. Ramsey. He's going to play us into trouble. McCowan. Deflected. Corner. Gula floats it in. There's Luke Graham. 2-2. First ever goal for Aberdeen. First of several. First of many. Several probably feels more believable, doesn't it? Can we get one more? Can we get another one? Oh, hang on. Graham just puts the afterburners on. It was Ramsey. Noonan. Out to Angulo. McCowan. Neil. Villakazi. Great save by the keeper. Let's put Angulo on. Let's put Bassi on, sorry. Nooster brings it out. Villakazi. Lovely ball. Noonan. In for Barney Stewart. It's 3-2. Comeback's complete. Comeback is complete. We can swap Angulo and Bassi around. Now can we keep it? Can we keep it locked up? Oh, what a miss. What a miss that was. Oh. That should have been 3-3. I mean, we've gone up to fifth. 4 points behind Hearts now. Given the fact that 5 league games ago we were bottom of the league, this is quite a turnaround. And after half an hour we were 3-0, we were 2-0 down as well. So quite a change for Aberdeen there, wasn't it? I mean, we got look, Billy's on the short list, right? If he comes up, we'll go in for him, but he also has to stay. I think he has to stay at his club for a bit longer. Crawley rejects Dunfermline. Who's looking for a goalkeeper? Ross County. Oh, unspecified amount. Only 2 for us. Right, is Ferry's contract up at the end of this season? Great, so we are going to have to try and get him out the door now then. Right, Ross Stewart wants to consider as well. Okay, let's see if we can get some money for him as well then. Do we see if Rangers want them? Keep them in the league? Rangers want. I swear Ross Stewart has never picked you before. He must have done. He must have done. Maybe he didn't. I'm not sure, James. Dundee United don't fancy Jack Milne. Okay. They've got 18 months left. Oh, it's 29, isn't it? Yeah, I've just realised that you're right. Yeah, that's January, isn't it? Good spot, Davey. It's been a long year. You know what I mean? I'm maximizing value. That's the one. That's the one. Let's say that. From a Moneyball perspective, I'm doing the smart thing, right? Cashing in while I still can. Denials of consortium interest again. Let's see. I don't know. I think there's no smoke without fire, is there? You know what I mean? We've only got £500,000 in the bank. I think there'll be another twist in the tail when it comes to this takeover. back in. And then switch Graham and James around. James will come out for Nooster. And then let's get Noonan can come back out for Big Ross. I think Juve comes out actually. Let's put Watson behind actually and see how he does there, because he should theoretically fit in that role. And then Meslier in goal, because is Durstanoglu, is he back? Is he still sore? No, he's fine. Yeah, let's do that. Even Jeb, how are you? Welcome in. I'm busy sweltering at the minute, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Like a UFC weight cut round here. Spending the night watching Dagenham. There you go. At least you're getting paid for it. No one really does that out of choice, do they? I've got mates who Dagenham actually. One is from Dagenham. So one of them's a West Ham fan, so he's definitely not a Dagger. To London for 14 more games in the morning. See, you can do that in London. You know what I mean? Because there's enough of them, isn't there? Yeah, we're at York City. York City versus Bristol City tomorrow. So that should be interesting. I mean, York don't want their manager. Still managed to sell the game out. That's going to be fun. Bought the National League already, second weekend. It's rubbish, mate. Ross Stewart's missed. Andy Carroll cleared off the line in the last minute. Is this I thought he was suspended. Bristol Rovers, not Bristol City. Bristol Rovers have got the blue and white shirts, haven't they? I got the two mixed up. The studio is air conditioned. I mean, it needs to be. Like my office isn't air conditioned. I've got a fan on, but it's not making any difference. Watson can't get the ball through. New step. Dan Neal. Villakazi. Ferry down the line. Whips it in. Dave Watson. In his new position in a 10. Get in. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm disgusted that we're having to play a 4-2-3-1. I'm disgusted that it's working as well. But it is also proof of my argument that 4-2-3-1 is a little bit too overpowered. Still. Aberdeen move up to 4th. There we go. Fan blow me hot wind, but wind nevertheless. Look. I blow hot wind constantly, Jason. Ask Mrs. J, she'll tell you. Get away. There's Angulo. Go on. Down the line. What we got here? Yes. Ross Stewart. Can't wait for Slough weekend. Friday, 12 National League games. Sunday, Saturday, Slough. Monday, 14 games. Go all in for 30 quid. Save me going every on the Sunday. That makes sense, to be honest. You might as well. 30 quid for all in is an absolute bargain. Yeah, we're up in well, I think we were supposed to be in Scotland when they did the Glasgow dates, but I think we're gonna just miss it now. And I was looking at that thinking, do I go? Do I not go? I might be able to go to Biffy Clyro on in a couple of weeks as well. Just need to work out whether or not there's trains or whether I've got a friend who's stupid enough to drive at breakneck speed as well. Villakazi turns it in. It's blocked. Angulo cleared away. Go up to Aberdeen. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Slattery gets it away. Oh, just blocked and blocked and blocked. Inside, Villakazi. Angulo. Keep the pressure on there, lads. We're only 20 points behind Celtic. We can make a late rush for the title. Could we? Could we? Maybe not. Maybe not, TJ. No. Don't think we could. It would require us going unbeaten for the rest of the season and most of the season that we've already played. Let me know if you need anything for Nottingham, by the way. No, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Speaking of which, we do have the live show in Nottingham, yeah. We need to plan all that, to be honest, and work out exactly who's coming and when. And I think it's I'm going to be up and down during the day because it's youngest Jameson's birthday the day after, so I can't do a Sunday stopover. And I'll have been in Bristol for a couple of days with work during that week anyway, so I'll literally be down, up. We'll hang about. We'll do the show. It'll be good fun. Get your tickets. Come and see us live. Swap some football cards because I'll have loads of swaps by then. So bring your swaps. Come and meet Llama. Loads of cool things to do. Come and meet loads and loads of members of the FM community. And yeah, it's usually a good time, and there's usually a nice group of people, and you can sort of make some friends as well, which is always lovely, isn't it? So don't worry if you come empty-handed or on your own. There's plenty of people that we can you can sort of have a conversation with and stuff, and you leave armed with friendship. So that's wonderful. I'll say to the Discord group, if people need bed sofas on Saturdays, we've got a few. Appreciate that, Jebru. Very, very kind indeed. Very kind. Yeah, I think it's as well. See if there's any sort of like matches that people can go to. I don't know if it's Forest or Notts County that are playing on the Saturday, or whether there's some non-league about. We can usually organise something. So there'll be plenty to do. Plenty to do. And because it's during the afternoon, you can get pissed in the afternoon, which is great. It's the best time to get drunk. Afternoon drunk is mint. Excuse me. Oh, nice touch. Ross Stewart off the post. Possibly went wide, actually. That's another 2-0 win for Aberdeen. Keeps us moving on up, in the words of Heather Small or Yaz. Don't know. Moving on. I think it's Heather Small, isn't it? Yeah. Feels like Heather Small would have sang Moving On Up. All right, 23 games played. Now we've got 10 wins. 4 defeats. 4 draws, 9 defeats. Goal difference of 6. That's what's going to ruin the title, isn't it? Celtic have got a plus 40. We've got a plus 6. Oh, it's like an extra 12 points, isn't it? Does Angulo ever stop running? Better question. Where do we find him from? He was a free transfer, and what a free transfer he's been. Idolo Mustafa. He's got an engine on him, hasn't he? Leon Shawomi. Ilyas Chira. Elliot Watt wants to leave. Now, the thing is, we could obviously go for him, but we don't want to move him just yet. Unless it looks like he's going to leave the league. But he's also a bit too slow. What have we got for centre-backs now? Andy Pelmard from Clermont Foot. Diego Campillo from Chivas. Lucas Monzon. Kaisuke Osako. A ball-playing goalkeeper. I mean, look, we haven't signed a goalkeeper for a couple of weeks. Let's have a look, shall we? Matias Borgono. Everyone's wanted by just Saudi Arabian or Qatari clubs, aren't they? Aberdeen enter the Conference League race. Feels weird to say that we're in that now, doesn't it? But we've got, what, 15 games to go, I think? So I'm going to say we don't really have much of a conversation with the chairman at the minute. See if that helps the old takeover happen. Goalkeeper's gone to Al Weda. What is that? Qatar, is it, I think? What opportunities have they got still? Anything kicking on? Nothing yet. Nope. Rangers versus Dundee. We feel as though that's going to be a one-sided game, I'd imagine. Rangers win 5 straight. Yeah, 3-1 win against Dundee. Keeps them battling at the top there. We're 1 point behind Hearts, which moves us into the Europa League positions. But then we're only 1 point ahead of Kilmarnock, 2 ahead of Dundee and Hibs. We do have a little bit of breathing space now between us and Motherwell. Ten days in the transfer window. Not really started to go into it just yet. Celtic beat Hearts. That'll do. That'll do for us. Storm Moreno from Atlanta. Very, very good technique, but not a lot else. Let's see if there's anyone else from Atlanta on there. There's not, is there? Nope. Hmm. Near the end of the first season of Project Spartacus. Domestic team was on average youth facilities. Recruitment has generated a 15-year-old striker with 17 finishing, 15 first touch, and is 6 foot tall. That's pretty decent. So we've got great youth facilities, great training facilities. So I'm wondering if there's anything we can improve our youth recruitment, maybe. They might say no. They might say no. We can always ask, can't we? Just take him off the shortlist. We don't need him now. So we can get rid of him. That's fine. He can go. Targets updated. Jody Gold. Right, okay. Look for a head of youth development with a very, very good personality. That could help. Could definitely help. Kevin Burns is now treated as Scottish. Good. 6'6" fullback. Doesn't look like he's very good, but he is tall. So that's enough for me. He's actually out of contract in the summer, so might be able to get a new head of youth development in. Can't teach height. Can't. Board respond to our request for improved youth recruitment. Unwilling to grant the request. I think we've sort of expected that, to be honest, didn't we? Shall we have a chat, shall we? I believe the recruitment is good enough for the club of our size, therefore we reject the request, okay? Oh, hang on. I think we've just turned them around. Have Aberdeen started to listen to something that we've said? We want to be the best we can possibly be, and that means taking on and beating the big clubs, we're prepared to action it. We're glad we've had a productive meeting here. TJ, have we just outmaneuvered them? Or have I not? There we go. Yeah, they've agreed. Our youth recruitment networking budget has been upgraded. Over time will be considered extensive in its range. Get in, TJ. This is bizarre. It's the first bit of positive news we've had from Aberdeen. Just means when we leave, we've left the club in a better position than we found it. That's what you always need to do, right? Leave it in a better position than you find it. Won't always say no and thanks for popping by. Yeah, mine don't even say thanks. Right, Williams has handed a transfer request. That's fine. Let's get him out, shall we? McCrory's now happy to stay at the club even though he hasn't played. This makes no sense. Kingsley Jamfi. Ghanaian. Swedish eligibility as well. That's Duarte. Nathan Wood is. That's got to be a loan, surely. I'm not entirely sure if he's even any good, but Premier League experience, so is he Premier League quality? That's the thing I always argue, isn't it? Sebastiano Desplanche. (6'8". Mazamba and Jai. Right. 26 years old. Let's keep an eye on this fella, shall we? Mazamba and Jai, 6'8". Reflexes look reasonable. I mean, he looks fine. He doesn't look amazing, but he's very tall. He's very, very tall. I shouldn't really just be dazzled by tall people, should I? I'm easily pleased. I'm not easily impressed. Wow, a blue car. After 5 seasons, Macclesfield now in League One. I've been offered the Rangers job over top the SPL in a dilemma of whether to stay or go. Do you know what? That is a dilemma, to be honest. What's the save plan with Macclesfield? What is it? Is it a sort of like non-league to legend? Is it journeyman? Is it a glory hunter? British Steel? It's a big step, mind, jumping from League One to Rangers, but I'm sure you're more than capable. Pop. Let's put Ralston in actually. Just bring a couple of players in just to freshen it up. Rest a couple, you know. Let's try that. Rangers, the place managers go to die. Yeah. TJ's FM info preferences. Prefers to sign tall players. It literally is it. Okay. Forfeit in the cup. We have made changes, but we should be able to win, shouldn't we? Here's Vilakazi. Jensen. Vilakazi. Gets past two. Pulls it back. Watson just puts it wide. As non-league team as far as I can. Currently third in League One, playing 4-4-2 counter-attack. I'm sure we'll go down well at Ibrox. Look, it sounds like you're doing pretty good with them right now. You know, you're third in League One. You've taken them a decent way. Is it the lure of the transfer budget? Is it the lure of the Champions League? Is it, you know, do you believe that you've gone as far as you can go with Macclesfield? Watson, Noonan. Like, how far do you think you can take that club? Because I'm not going to lie to you, it is tempting, isn't it, when you see something like that crop up and you're like, probably could go. And that doesn't involve me making fun of Rangers as well, by the way. Milne, Rego, Ralston, Rego, Vilakazi lets it drop. Jensen, Rego. Oof, good save. Europe is the main poll. Not sure how much further Macclesfield could go. One more promotion, but I can't see us getting the Championship. Relying on free transfers and loans. The youth system is awful. I mean, look, it's always nice to be asked to be wanted, isn't it? So I don't think anyone's going to begrudge you a move. Oh, Noonan's put it wide. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be like, oh, I can't believe he's moved. You know, if you move into a lower club, then absolutely there'd be questions asked. But, you know, you move into a club that's got some Champions League potential. I can see why. Noonan, Vilakazi, Jensen. Ralston. Dan Neil hits one. Oof. Even Novishkar, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Rego, Rolston, Watson, Rego, Angulo. Oh, good defending. Penalty. Got to be. Noonan scores again. Angulo doing bits as well. So I can get these boys rested off at half time, I think. Bassi for Angulo. Villakazi can come off as well. Joof. Yeah, let's get Joof on there. Noonan's got two. We can get another one. We'll bring Nisbet on. Nodded over the top. When's the Slough thing? It's 29th, I think. Veggie? Think. Yeah. I'm yeah. I'm not in for it, I'm afraid. Yeah, injury has put paid to that. I was meant to be on holiday as well. But yeah, I'm sure it's the 29th. I'm sure it is. All right, 3-0 up. Let's just see this one out then, shall we? Rego moves it forward. Watson. Here's Noonan. Noonan goes for it. Charges forward. Oh, keeper volleys it away because that's what you tend to do. Yeah, just volley it away. Makes complete sense. Oh, we've got injured Jensen. Okay. Not ideal. Not really got anyone who can play left back either, have we? So what we could do is maybe switch things up a bit. It's just mess things around. Why not? See what that looks like. Juf Watson. Bassey. Bassey goes down. Lorimer's fouled him. He's already on a yellow. He's got a second yellow. He's gone off. Get him gone, ref. Practically killed him. We've heard this a few times already, so. Okay. This could be an appropriate song. This is hard to beat, which is what we're proving to be at the minute. Thanks to our decision to go 4-2-3-1. Ten weeks for Jensen. Oof. That's a bit of a blow, isn't it? Let's put Juve in for Villakazi, actually. Dan Neil can come out for McCowan. Ralston can come out for Ramsey. Then we'll change strikers as well. Right, Hibs up next. We're sat in 4th. I mean, we're doing all right now, aren't we? Really? You know what I mean? Things are starting to take shape. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 games left, and then so 15 games left, I think, for the season. We're on 23 games, yeah, 38 games, yeah, 15 games left, which, to be honest, might end up with us finishing in Europe again, possibly. We shall see. Fingers crossed we find that out at the end of the year. I mean, we will find out at the end of the year, of course. That's how it works, isn't it? Right, fun tonight. Appreciated you all. Let's hang out tomorrow as well and do that. We've got the second part of the tin to open up tomorrow, so we've still been looking for autographs. There might be one in there. There might be. We shall see. Appreciate you all. It's been fun. Take it easy. Go and give some love to Mr. Maggio, and we'll see you all tomorrow. All right, sleep well, everyone. Take care. Bye now.